Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm hoping to do is fix this sagging bumper issue I've got here. So sure you can see that there is a massive gap between the bumper and the headlight, and if I lift it, that's how it kind of should sit. It should be a much smaller gap, still a gap I guess because I have these aftermarket headlights, but yeah, it shouldn't be sitting like that. So I'm hoping to fix that. It's not as bad on the other side, but yeah, this side's the worst, but both sides need to be fixed up. So got this one in the mail today. It's a JD Customs quick release bumper kit. So has these brackets that will replace the factory plastic bracket and the two quick release buttons. So it'll make removing the bumper easier, but as well as that, I'm hoping it will sort of hold it up a bit better and fix this issue I have. So to do that, we're going to have to remove the bumper. It says in the instructions you don't need to, but I think it's going to be a lot easier if I do. So I've moved the car back as far as I can in the garage, so I've got enough room, and I'll take the bumper off and we'll see what we have to do from there. Alright, so to remove the bumper, I'm just going to take these two off. So this carbon one will come off. Sit that there. Get this one off, which doesn't sit very well at the moment. That's why I want to get rid of it and get the carbon APR one. So then we just have a bunch of bolts. A few of mine have snapped off, which I'm looking at getting fixed soon. So yeah, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one down there, and you'll have some at the front here, up in these corners, and then the two up in the guards here. So I'll take those off and we'll get the bumper off. Alright, so we've got all our bolts out, on the front, on the side. It's down here, just have a couple of these clips, so you just get your little trim tool and pop it up so you can pull it out. It's holding this in, and then we had 10mm bolts up the top here. So then all we need to do is just grab it and unclip. And if you start to pull it off and you realize it's stuck somewhere, it'll generally be one of the bolts up here either side of the intercooler, or you've forgotten the one down here, or even a clip here. So I don't have an under tray, that's why it's so easy for me to take mine off. My under tray just got damaged and I took it off completely. So it makes it a lot easier to remove the bumper, but makes your engine bay get a bit dirtier. So I will be putting an aluminium under tray on soon, but for now, yeah, I'm liking the ease of use taking the bumper off. So yeah, I'll need both hands to get this other side off, and then we'll move the bumper and we'll look at the brackets we have to remove to put the quick release ones on. Alright guys, as you can see, we have the front bumper removed, so put that out of the way. Now we need to remove this bracket here, pretty sure is what we're replacing. So we'll have two 10mm bolts we'll have to take out. So I'll grab those out and see what we have. Alright guys, so some progress. We've got this black plastic bracket off. So I had the 3 bolts, including one down the bottom here. So that was obviously here. So to get this off was a bit of a nightmare. I didn't really realise what I was doing at the start. But if you see those little tabs on the inside there, I'm sure you can see that. So yeah, those ones there inside, if you just sort of press them down while you're pulling out, you'll get it, because it has these square tabs that are holding it in. So yeah, I was really pulling on it hard, and some were coming through, some weren't. But yeah, when I did the second one, I worked out it was a bit easier than it seemed. So yeah, got that one off. So then put this bracket on. So we want the straight side to the front, and it goes in these two back holes here. So yeah, we've got a couple of washers in there, and we've got the quick release piece on there that'll be clipping in. So that's on there pretty firm for now. So I'll put the other one in, the other bracket on the other side, and then our next step will be putting a bit of paint on the edge here of this. Then we'll put our bumper back on to all the sort of mounting points, so it's sitting where it will. We're going to press the bumper in and get a little touch of paint on the inside of the bumper where it hits here, and that's where we're going to drill our hole for our quick release button. So that's definitely the part that I am the most nervous about, is drilling a hole in my bumper. But if we do this method of putting a bit of paint on here or a marker or something, and just make sure we have a dot that we know that's where it's going to be clipping in, and then this guy can actually go up and down a little bit, and we can move this in or out as well. So yeah, let's keep moving on, and we'll get onto that next part. Both our tabs are on. I've just dabbed a bit of white paint onto the end of the quick release part on both sides. So I'm going to put the bumper back on and just sort of press it down at the side, and then see if we get a white mark there that indicates where we're going to drill. So I'll try and get that done quickly before the paint dries. Right guys, so yeah, ended up going with some red nail polish on the end of the bolt there, because the white was not really working for me, it was drying too fast. So I've pressed it in. I've got a couple of marks here. So what I'm going to do is, because the drill bit we'll be using is this 19mm or 3/4 inch. Massive thanks to Justin for lending me this, by the way. Has a YouTube channel, Juzzy EvoX. So yeah, because this is so big, I'm figuring if I just drill a little hole to start through, somewhere around the middle of where all these dots have happened, me trying to press the bumper on, and then just tested it again. And because this is so big, if it's a little bit out, I'll just drill the hole here, it should be fine. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a little hole there with just a small drill bit, and press it back over, and try and hope that where I've drilled we'll actually see the little mount coming through. So we'll do that. Alright guys, so this is the scary part. I've tested it. Definitely seems like it needs to be drilled there. Just to be safe, I've put some painter's tape on the front, just on the paint. And I'm going to drill through this side here. So I'll go for it about there. So yeah, wish me luck. I'll drill the hole and put the button in, and we'll try and put this side on and see how it goes. Alright guys, so there it is. It's on. Push the button through. Screwed this piece on to hold it in place. So now's the moment. Let's see if I stuffed it up and drilled a hole in the wrong spot. So haven't done the other side yet. I'm gonna put this one on, see if we can clip it in, and yeah, I'm praying that it's in the right spot. Okay guys, so I'm actually picking this up after I've finished. So yeah, the last clip I filmed had drilled this button in over here and was about to test fit it. So only having one side on wasn't really much to show, so I thought I'd just finish off and drill this button in over this side too, and put the whole bumper on, see how it fits. So yeah, this side, which was the kind of better side fitment wise, it actually sits really good now. Has only a tiny gap there, which I think is more due to the fact that these are replica headlights. Unfortunately, this passenger side, it's still not great. It's a bit better than what it was, but yeah, it's still sagging down a bit, which I think is more to do with the fact that I'm missing a bolt here and the bolt down here, which snapped off. Also this one here. So yeah, those snapped off a while ago. Been meaning to get them fixed, but I haven't yet. So I think that's actually the main cause. So two over this side especially would, you know, really hold the bumper down a lot better. So I'm gonna get those fixed up. But for now, we got the quick releases in. So show you how it works. So yeah, you got your button here. Just press it and pull that out. So then obviously once you've undone the rest of your bolts and everything, you just pull the bumper off from there and then press it back in. It'll click back. Same for this side. I have the guard lining in on this side, so it doesn't actually come all the way out, but yeah, so that's the end result. It's definitely going to be easy to get the bumper on and off. Just wish that I didn't break these couple of bolts so that the fitment on that side was the same on this side and it was actually held up properly, but we will fix that up soon. So yeah, I'll close the bonnet. And you can see how it looks now. So yeah, perfect fitment over here. Tiny bit better over here, but we'll fix it soon. So yeah, pretty easy install, guys. One thing I'll stress is make sure you measure the buttons before you drill them. So I feel like this one over here I probably should have measured a bit more, because I think maybe if I had to put that a bit lower, then maybe it would be pulling the bumper up a bit more. There'd be more stress on that holding it. But yeah, I measured it a couple of times, and yeah, maybe it is in the right spot and it's just the fact that I'm missing the bolts. But yeah, that's the one thing I'll stress, is it's very easy to do, but just make sure you take your time. You will need this drill bit, which is a 19mm or 3/4 inch, just to drill the holes out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll answer them below. And please like and subscribe to the channel, as it'll greatly help. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.